Greetings everybody, I'm Chris and today I'm cooking up another fresh PokeWrap for you. Your weekly wrap up of the Pokemon TCG with all the news, updates and releases to keep your deck and curiosity stacked. It's a slightly quieter week in the Pokemon TCG world, but there's still plenty simmering in the lab. And here's what's on the menu. We have our first set in Japan of next year so far. Then we have a little pushback in one product, unfortunately, but I think that's manageable and we can still go on. And then we have a free batch of accessories, deck boxes, sleeves, you know the drill. If you love keeping up with the Pokemon TCG updates and like openings as well, make sure to subscribe and join the lab crew. There's always something brewing here. Alright, now let's dive and start with the upcoming new Japanese set. We have the first set of Japan of the next year. The first Japanese set of the next year, and it's called Muniki's Zero. It might be a reference to the Japanese phrase Munikisuru. Sorry if I slaughtered that pronunciation. It means that as much as return to nothing, and might be a reference to the attack of Mega Zygarde in the Japanese version of the game, which means something like light that gives nothing back. But there's one thing which makes that whole thing clear now. Storm Emerald will probably be a Rayquaza deck set, not deck, because there were rumors about that this thing could be have both of them, or maybe just Zygarde or something. But if you remember the leaks a few weeks ago, I don't know, there was like Emerald Storm or Emeralda Storm, however they call it, and then we have the Sapphire and Ruby set that might come out next year. So buckle up for a great year for the Gen 3 lovers, because if this is true, then we get one set for Rayquaza, we get one set for Kyogre, we get one for Groudon. Great. Like, I wasn't that big fan of Black and White, I actually never played it, but I kind of liked the set. Black Bolt and White Flare was kind of cool set, but I don't have that much relationship to all those Pokemon or like connection. And I think if we get the 3 sets for the Gen 3, which maybe this is also amazing, I'm gonna love that next year. Hopefully we get some in some less troublesome water, let's put it that way. But maybe not. Probably it will cool down a little bit, but I'm not sure because how things are going. It's still nasty, but maybe we have luck and everything cools down a little bit. But yeah, we get to just conclude everything, we get a Zygarde set and we get a Rayquaza deck separately. So there will be a Rayquaza deck and a Zygarde deck separately, not together, not just one of them. No, probably we get all of them, and I think that's great. Yes, I think it makes absolutely sense that Black and White came out this year, because ZA plays in that same region. So yeah, but if we have a comeback to the Gen 3, I'm so down for it. Like, my goodness, I'm gonna enjoy that so much. But enough yapping about this. I don't have more information about the upcoming set. Don't forget, next set from now is Mega Dream. And let's go to the next topic. We have a little delay in a product. And the product I'm talking about is the Trainer Toolkit. So I think it's still a little bit sad, but this product is like, it can delay. It's not big of a deal. Allegedly there are problems in the distribution, that's why we get this delay. But I think we can live with that. I think the promo cards, I'm still not the biggest fan, because we get like 5 trainer promo cards which just look like a normal card, just with the black star promo stamp on it. Little bit underwhelming. It was bad to hear it, to be honest, but still it's not like oh my goodness, it's delayed, postponed, whatever. Well, it releases 2 weeks later. I think we can wait for that. And it's more a product for the players. Collectors won't have that much fun with the Trainer Toolkit. But I need some cards for some decks, so yeah, I'm waiting for this, but till then we have to wait. And last but not least, we have some accessories coming out. So the next is for my fans of that fire lizard, especially the Mega Evolutions. We get a Mega Charizard Ultra Pro collection. Some of them are separate, where you can have like one. If you like the X one more, then you can have X. If you like the Y more, then the Y. So let's start with those things which are separate. First we got the sleeves. So if you have the deck, for example, and you can have the fitting deck for the Mega Evolution in this one. And probably I think we will get soon a new Mega Evolution of Charizard, since in Phantasmal Flames we got the, is it X? I think it's X. And that's why I think we get it's Charizard. I probably think we get the other Mega Evolution in the next year. So we got the sleeves, then we got fitting deck boxes, also separate. First we have the little bit, I think it's a little bit more it's a plastic one here, and then we have another one, the Alcove Flip deck, but that's the whole name, which is made with synthetic leather. I think they look pretty nice. And if you have one of the decks, I think that there will be, so now you can just put one of them, but you have the fitting box, and I think pretty nice. And now we come to the things where you can only get both of them. First of all, we get a binder. Front side with one, another evolution on the other side. We get the big and the small one here. And of course, we get all kinds of binders here. We even get the bigger one with a D ring. I'm not a big fan of the ring binder. If you go for it. And then we have playmats. And not just one, no. We get three playmats. 3 playmats we get. We get the, let's say, normal size, which is 60 centimeter wide and 35 long. Then we get a bigger one, which is a 6 foot, which is stupendously big, to be honest. Like this thing, I can lie on it. I just see it's 182 centimeters long. My goodness. Okay. And that's not, but there's more. We get we will get a 8 feet table playmat. I think that's more for people who have a shop and want, because that's 2.5 meter almost long. My goodness, 2.5 meter playmat. Yeah, that's all of the products we get from Ultra Pro. To be honest, I was always more the Blastoise guy, not Charizard, but I can understand why people like this one. It's a pretty cool Pokemon. It's my top 2. It's my second place in the first generation. And yeah, that's all of it. And that wraps up this PokeWrap. Quite a bit, but still plenty of flavor for every TCG fan. And things are definitely heating up as we move closer to the new year. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out in the lab today. If you enjoyed this mix of update, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next week's drop and releases. Until then, keep your decks stacked, your pulls fire, and most importantly, have fun. Peace.